Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to TapRooT TV today. I'm Emily Pritt and I'm here with Alex Paradise, and we're going to talk a little bit about how soon you need to sign up for our virtual course. But first we need to talk a little bit more about what it is, and I'm going to let you start off with that.
Yeah, so we've got several different virtual courses available, and students are able to sign up on our website. They can attend from their home, from their office, from wherever, and they're going to have a live instructor walk them through the course. This isn't like a self-guided. This is a live instruction going through the class, being interactive with other students. So it's really a great way to engage with people. I know a lot of different companies have different restriction requirements right now, and this has been one of the ways that we've been able to meet those requirements for our different clients that are looking to hold courses but can't get people into the site. Or it's a good way to hold courses when you've got a really distributed group. You know, if I've got contractors or if I've got safety people or group members all over the world, then it's hard to get them all in one location. And these courses work great for that.
Now we have an assortment of virtual courses that we're offering right now. What are those?
Yeah, so the one that we're offering the most of is our Essentials TapRooT 3-day course. So it's a 3-day virtual course. It's going to cover all of the essential TapRooT techniques for root cause analysis. So it teaches you how to do the snap chart, root cause tree, causal factor, and corrective actions. And it goes through that process in a little bit different pacing than a normal 2-day would. But it's going to get you the same level of detail, and you get a little bit more experience and a little more time with the instructor and working on the final exercise. So it's paced really well for a virtual environment, and that's the way we've broken that out. The other 2 courses we've got one offering for each of these right now. The first is the Stopping Human Error course, and that's a course designed for really evaluating your human performance programs. So looking at what are we doing as an organization to stop people from making mistakes, to prevent human error, and what can we do as an organization to be better at that? And how do we reduce error? How do we reduce mistakes? And how do we get our targets of 0, right? So our metrics of getting down to 0, how do you actually achieve that? What works and what doesn't? So we go through all of that in that course. And it's a great course with that Mark and I teach together, and that one's going to be, we did it hybrid at the summit. We're going to be doing a purely virtual one for just the virtual group. That way we can do even more engagements with individuals. So that one's going to be setting up. And then the final one that we've got coming up, I believe it's in November, is our equipment troubleshooting, our Equifactor course. So that's a great course for not just learning TapRooT, but you're also going to see TapRooT and equipment troubleshooting techniques applied. So unlike our normal 2-day, 3-day course, where a lot of the examples are there's some safety, there's some quality, there's some equipment, it kind of varies across the different board. This one's solely focused on equipment examples, and it's very much designed for your reliability people, your maintenance people. So it's a great opportunity to get in and learn that Equifactor tool. So those are the 3 different types: the 3-day virtual essentials course, the Stopping Human Error course, and the virtual Equifactor.
Which is November 15th and 16th.
Yep. So, and we've got a lot of different openings for the 3-day essentials course. So that's broken up by time zone essentially.
And if you're not familiar with TapRooT or you need a refresher, that would be the course to take first.
Yeah, that's kind of the go-to on there. And that course, so, we want this to be in your time zone. We want this to be your normal sleep schedule, right? Yeah. If you're attending training, you want to be on your sleep schedule. So we have that broken up on our website based on different time zones. So if I'm in the UK, you can look and see we've got a UK time zone on the board there and on the website, and that way you can start at a normal time. Now, I taught the last one we just did. I was waking up at 1:30 a.m. in order to get there for a 3 a.m. start time for the class here, but it was great for the students there, and I just had to shift my sleep schedule a couple days in advance to make sure that I was, ready to go. So we put our live instructors, we put them on your time zone, we put them in a time convenient. So you can look that by time zone. We do European time zone, like course that's planned for that time zone. We do a course that's planned for the Australia, Asia, Pacific time zone. And then we found that the Middle Eastern clients they kind of shift to one of those two, depending on what they want. So some will come into the Europe and they'll stay a little bit later in the day. Some will come really early in the morning to the Australia, Asia, Pacific time zone. And then we have in the U.S. They're primarily setting on the East Coast time zone, but we do have some that we have different times during the day. So there is a West Coast one as well that pushes that time to kind of be better for that group. Again, we don't want you having to wake up at 6 a.m. So when you're checking the website out, check for that specific time zone when you're looking at those dates to see which one best fits your time schedule.
That's an excellent suggestion. Another thing we do to help students prepare, we do something called a PreCourse Call.
Yeah, so you want to be mindful of those with this because we want to make sure people understand the platform. We want to make sure that they get their materials in time for the course. And so we've got a pre-course call that we set up, and it's really short. It's like 15 minutes, just to make sure everything's working and properly. That way on the day of training, everything runs smooth and everything is clean and easy. And that's what we want. We want it to be nice, smooth, and easy in there. And that's kind of our go-to with that, is to make sure that everybody has what they need to be successful in the course.
Absolutely. And just to have that kind of individualized but also group attention. You already have introductions. Maybe think of some questions ahead of time. Anything that might come up, then you're already prepared.
Yep. And it just makes sure you have. And the other thing it does is it makes sure that you've got your materials.
Right. You mentioned getting the materials to you. So that is one of the key reasons why it's important that you sign up early. So we're going to talk about not only what the materials are that you'll receive, but what is that deadline that would be best for you to sign up?
Yeah, so you need to sign up. We generally start cutting off around 2 weeks in advance. And the reason for that is we've got to ship globally, right? So we have people that are going to attend these courses in specific regions and times. When it's in the U.S., sometimes we can cut it in a little bit closer to get materials. But when we're having to ship around the world, we need to make sure that we get materials. And it's really important because we've got really good materials that we get. As a student of at least the Essentials course, but really all of them, you're going to get some version of these kind of materials. So you're going to get a workbook that's got the PowerPoint slides. You can take your notes in these things. They're great for that. That way you've got hard copies of the slides that you can go back and reference. You're going to get a hard copy of the TapRooT book. So if you're in the Essentials course, you're going to get the book 3. If you're in the Stopping Human Error course, you're getting our book 10, which is our Stopping Human Error book. If you're in Equifactor, you're getting the Essentials, and you're getting the Equifactor book, I believe. So you're getting, a reference guide that you can go back to. That's the hard book. You're also going to get your TapRooT materials. So you're going to get your TapRooT root cause tree, dictionary, etc. You're going to get what you need in order to do investigations or to apply the techniques. So all of those courses come with the TapRooT root cause tree, dictionary, corrective action helper. So it's going to give you those essential materials. And you've got to have those. We want to make sure the students have those for the course. It makes it run easier. Again, we're not just, giving you PDFs, right? So we're giving you physical, tangible things. It's the same things that a student gets when they come to our course. They're getting the hard, tangible items that they can take their notes on, that they can reference back, that they can put on their nice bookshelf and have a nice, clean, pretty bookshelf looking with the fancy TapRooT book.
Yeah. And then lastly, there is another component to what we do with our virtual courses. After the course, there's a window of time where students can reach out to you one-on-one.
Yeah, so any instructor that we do, you want to have some reference back. You want to have some maybe coaching time. So anybody that does attend our courses, we expect you to be applying the technique, right? So you're going to be heading back, and you're probably going to have some questions. So our virtual instructors are there to reach back out to. You can have coaching sessions with them if you want to get some information. You get kind of the first ones free kind of thing, right? So, if you come back, you say, I've applied this and I've got some questions about this section of the root cause, or can you take a look at my snapshot or my causal factors? All of that works out. And so realistically, our goal is to support people that come to these courses, get them what they need to be successful, and do it in a way that's fun, interactive, and engaging. So all of our courses are designed to have that kind of engagement elements, getting people's attention. It's not just death by PowerPoint. It's group exercises, it's group activities, it's hands-on, it's Q&A, there's a lot of engagement that goes into our virtual courses.
Yeah. You mentioned group exercises, so I want to touch on that. Students also need to be prepared to bring some things with them so that they can do these exercises.
Yeah, so for our essentials course and the Equifactor course, the pre-course call, one of the things instructors talk about, one of the things we send out is you need to have a final exercise, an incident that you're bringing. And you're going to take that incident through the TapRooT process and find root cause and develop corrective action. So it's going to help cement your learning. Now the Stopping Human Error course is a little different. We don't tell people to bring an incident because the goal of that course is about understanding where people are making mistakes in your organization. So generally what we have our students do in those classes are two things. One, we want them to bring data. Bring a Pareto, bring a breakdown. Where are your problems at? What is your data telling you that you should be focusing on? But where are your incidents at? What kind of problems are you occurring? What mistakes are you seeing people make? So you have a little bit of that data coming in so that you can come in and be, oh, I have this problem and this tool that they're talking about can apply and fix that. So we want to have them do that. We also have them bring a procedure. One of the things that people come out so profound with that course, and they always keep saying is, I thought we had good procedures when we came into this course, and they left this course and they said, man, our procedures were garbage. So there's things like that come up through that course. So we have them bring a procedure. We're not going to take a copy of it. There's nothing bad. There's nothing like that. We just evaluate, and you look at your actual procedure versus what best practice is, and see which it looks like. Does it look like the bad? Does it look like the good? And you can see a lot. Yeah. You can see a lot in just the first hour of the course when we talk about some of those things with some of our exercises and stuff.
It's much more effective to be looking at something that's real versus a made-up scenario. It holds more weight that way.
And that course is all about the real. It's all about what works and what doesn't and why. Where the students in the Equifactor in the 3-day, they come out of it with an understanding of what the process is and how to apply it. And I've done a TapRooT investigation that's real and makes sense to me. The Stopping Human Error course, you come out of that one understanding what does my organization need to focus on now. We start working on a plan in that course so you can take that back and say, these are the items I want to work on. This is the thing I need to get my resources, my boss on board with, and let's go and fix these problems. So it's really a good program design course. And it's kind of unique out of the other two. The other two are very much TapRooT training. That one's really more understanding human performance and how do you improve it and how do you make that performance shift in your organization. Yeah. So.
Another resource we have is on LinkedIn. We have a users and friends group. So just that continual learning, asking questions, it never stops.
It's a great way to stay up to date with what we're doing as well as find out about upcoming courses too. Yeah.
So to sign up for a course, you mentioned going to the website, and we have some filters in place where you can drop down, see what's happening. You mentioned by time zone, and look specifically, it will be designated if it's a virtual course or in person. So everything's written out there to help you decide what's going to be the best option.
And there's going to be a link down in the description, store.taproot.com/courses. That's going to be the link that you're going to want to go to, and you can see all the upcoming courses.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks for joining me today, Alex.
My pleasure.
Tell us about our virtual courses that we've got coming up soon. So look for the link below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave some comments. We love to talk with you and share more information about how we can help you improve.
Yep, and if you need help signing up, always reach out to info@taproot.com, send an email and or message us, and we'll definitely make sure we get you signed up and in the course you need to be in.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.